Hello, good morning. For today, I am going to go over the 10 commandments, okay? On this video, I'm going to do the first 5, and then for part 2 on the next video, I'll do the next 5 after that, so 5 through 6 through 10. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, the first 5 commandments that we're going to go over, I'm going to explain them too in simple terms, because there seems to be a little bit of like misinformation or the meaning of it. And so I looked it up in detail in the Bible and all that, and where it describes it and what I found, the information. So the first commandment is, you shall not have no other gods before me. Okay? That one is actually not nothing to explain on. That one is pretty standard. No other gods. So just be God. Okay? That's the only one and only, okay? Is to have. Okay, number 2. You shall not make for yourself an idol. Okay, so basically, when I read it in the Bible, it's okay. The meaning of that is basically it's basically you do not make yourself an image of any form of okay. So basically, is an example would be like a person who thinks they are God, quote unquote. They're kind of like walk around, and this is the reality of it. There are some people who walk around as if they're self-entitled. They're like self-inflated, like personality, like know-it-all personalities. They walk around like they are untouchable, like they're not, like they don't need God, like they're just perfect in every way. And it's like, no, nobody's perfect. Like, there's only one true God, you know what I'm saying? Only one. And so if there's a person who kind of imitates that, who thinks, they walk around as if that's all, like it's the reality of it, it's self-entitled people, that is a sin. So yeah, that's another thing. And so when you further read it, it says, you shall not make yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above or on earth beneath or in the waters below, nor shall you bow down also to worship them. So, okay, they have like people that do, like cults and stuff like that. And also the people who are in those things or who worship those people as well, like cult leaders. And I don't want to name or any people, but we know the people who cause, who stand up in front of everyone and cause all this crime and stuff like that in the world, even from the history as well. So even the people that follow those people who think they are God, you know what I'm saying, as well. So that's another thing to consider. So that's number 2. Okay, number 3. See, I don't know if you can read. Oh, it's backwards, huh? Okay, number 3. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. Okay, that's number 3. Okay. And it also states in there, for the Lord will not hold anyone guiltless who misuses his name. So basically, I'm going to say is what they call, people who falsify the information that's about the Lord. Like, just, it's false. Maybe people who misuse the information, like in the Bible, like maybe they twist and turn words and stuff in the Bible that's not even mentioned. And they use that to possibly, fool other people or something. I don't know. But but it's basically saying to misuse it. So it's basically making things false. It's falsifying information. Anything that's written about, anything about or who, just anything that's supposed to be, that's written down in the Bible or, that's a true thing. And they just falsify it. They misuse the name and, they just blurt it out like it's nothing, like it's a true thing when it's false. Obviously, it's an obviously false thing. And so that is a sin as well. Okay, so number 4. Number 4, remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. Okay. Okay, when you read about it, it's basically saying, it doesn't say anything specific, but it says out of the 7-day work week, whatever your work is, whatever you're working on, and now it doesn't say it has to be this kind of work or whatever. You're working out of 7 days, the week, one day, any one day, just as briefly says 1 day out of the 7 days of the week is don't work on that day and to use it for rest. Okay. But then it says keeping it holy. Okay. Which also means you're not working, but you're using that rest day for religious services. Okay. So you need a designated day out of the week and use it to sit down and relax and do some some studies. I don't know, whatever it is your religious, whatever your religion is. Okay. So do something for the Lord that day, basically. Okay. Now we should be doing something every day, of course, prayer or whatever, some readings, but it's mandatory now. You have 1 full day. So the Sabbath day, it's just, if you don't do that, it's sin. Okay, it's on the list of commandments. Like 1 day, everyone gets at least 1 day off. You're supposed to get 1. So use that one, whether it be Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, whatever. Okay, because in the Bible, it doesn't say it has to be on this day or that day. It says Sabbath day. Reserve 1 day out of the week. Okay, but most people do Sunday because that's when they do most of the services and stuff too. So I mean,